Hello everybody, my name is Gabby Turner and welcome to this pick a card reading where we're going to be finding out why is your person of interest so distant. So whatever that means to you that they are distant, maybe they're not communicating, they just seem a little bit pulled back and they're not sharing, whatever that means. But we're going to be seeing what that is and understanding better what's going on with them and what their mindset is. We do have three options here. I have these three goddess cards. Group one would be if you are called to this first goddess card. She is a Welsh goddess, Creiddylad. So that's group one. Timestamps are all below, listed with the name. Group two, if you are called to Hsi Wang Mu, and I'm probably mispronouncing all three of these. And number three, if you are called to Nüwa. Okay, so those are the three goddesses. We have number one, Creiddylad, number two, Hsi Wang Mu, and number three, Nüwa. All of their names are below next to the timestamps, as well as my other information. So go ahead and check that out while you're down there as well. And let's go ahead and get into your reading. I'll see you there. I'm still here. Group one, you chose Goddess Creiddylad. And we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. So I'm going to start shuffling here like normal. You'll hear me shuffling. It's a little bit hard to shuffle it in front of the camera, but I'll try. We have Six of Wands and the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. The first thing that I'm going to ask actually is, how does this person see their distance? Because they may not even perceive themselves as being distant. So I just want to see, first of all, like how the person you're watching it for, how are they seeing the dynamic between the two of you? Do they feel that they are being distant? And either way, we'll get further insight into what their mindset is and some guidance that you need here. We have the Six of Wands coming up again. Okay. So the Six of Wands is representing them. The Justice card is the shared energy or the mutual energy according to their perspective, and they're seeing you as the Three of Wands. Immediately what I get here is that they feel like the two of you are pretty balanced in the amount of energy that you're giving to this love connection right now. They feel good about it. They feel good about the attention that both of you are giving each other. They feel like you both are, they feel like there's a chemistry. We've got a lot of wands going on here. But at the same time, I think they feel like both of you are like confident, dynamic people who are out there in the world, like doing things with your life, right? You're not like sit at home couch potatoes. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because that might be what I am. But in any case, yeah, I mean, they feel like you're the Three of Wands. Like I am feeling, I don't always feel this necessarily, but I read intuitively. I'm feeling like they see you as kind of a social butterfly as well. And you're out there just butterflying it up, having a good time. And I think with this Six of Wands, the feeling I get for them is that, they have a lot of things that they feel really confident about. They've got the ball rolling on certain things in their life. And they're feeling like they're winning at life, or that they're close to winning at life. They're making things happen, and they feel good about themselves. I think they feel like both of you are like confident people. And I'm sorry, my throat gurgled there just a moment. I don't know if the camera picked it up. I hope it did not. But if it did, I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, the Justice card as the shared energy also says they feel kind of comfortable with it, because basically if you are perceiving them as being distant or like taking space or not focusing on the connection in some way, they just feel like both of you are kind of doing that because you've got like other things going on. Like if you're sitting at home like waiting for them to call, they don't see you that way. They're assuming you got a lot going on and that you're not really worried about them. To be honest, I feel like they think that you're even less worried than they are, and worried isn't even the right word, but like they assume that you have got so much else going on that they're just kind of at the back burner of your mind. And they're like, well, that's okay. I mean, I understand group one has a lot that they're involved in, you know, like, and I respect that. But you see how the Six of Wands, like his chest is pointed towards you, even though he's looking away. So to me, I feel like this person you're asking about feels that they are actually a little bit more focused, especially from their heart center, right? That's what he's got, his heart focused towards you. You know, whether your person is he, she, or whatever, but so they're perceiving it differently from you. Okay, let's get a little more insight here. I'm just going to pull cards just for this person's energy. Their energy alone. What's going on with this person that group one's asking about? We got the King of Swords, the World card. Okay. I do just get like a repeated feeling that this person's is really invested in this connection. They're very observant of you. Like if you're posting things online or if they have the opportunity to see you in person, they're paying attention. They are paying attention to what's going on with you, and they think that you seem very happy. So whatever you're doing, posting, etc., the way that you are dressed, they're like, oh, you seem like you got it together. You know, like, seems like life is going really well for you. You seem happy. That's how they feel that you seem. I do feel like they're sort of curious about that. About your happiness. They're glad that you're happy, but they really do feel like you are busy and that you've got a lot going on. This person thinks about you and is paying attention to you way more than you realize. So what are they seeing? What are they seeing? What motivates them to pay attention to you, first of all? Princess of Swords. Well, part of what motivates them to pay attention to you is that I think they do feel that maybe you might be saying negative things about them. They do feel like you might have criticisms of them. Okay, so this could be a situation where maybe the two of you are on a break or something like that, but yeah. They feel like you're making the most of your life, but that you might be telling other people that you have criticisms. And it's kind of like they're trying to pick up on that. Like, you know how sometimes when people post online or whatever, they make like subliminal, or like, subliminal isn't the right word, but like you've heard the phrase like subtweets. You know, you get, if you read between the line, like this person is like low-key complaining about someone or something, even though they're not being direct. I don't know. It's like, or they're trying to like hear it through the grapevine if you're saying negative things about them. They feel that you might be saying negative things about them, and so that's part of their motivation for like paying attention to you, is to see if you're complaining. But I did get at the beginning as well that they do feel like both of you are still have an attraction to each other, right? And like, that's the thing too, like when we totally lose attraction to someone, sometimes we don't even have the motivation to complain about them because we're just like so over it at that point. I think that, you know, I'm cutting the deck, I get this Six of Wands. Again, this person really is a very confident person, I would say. I would say a very well-liked person. And they want you to care about them. They want you to love them. They want you to like them. They want you to see them positively. Most people, 99.9999999% of people really like this person. They're super likable, super popular, a very well-liked person, but they feel like you don't like them or that you are critical of them at the moment, and they want to be back in your good graces. What are they noticing about you when they do notice you? Oh my God, that Six of Wands keeps popping up. I think that they feel, well, I think that they feel, it makes them feel better because when they do observe you, what they have found out, or when they like try to hear through the grapevine what you're saying, what they're finding out is there's nothing negative being said about them, or at least that's not coming to them. So it is continuing to boost their confidence that maybe you're not that upset with them after all, or like maybe you really still are attracted to them. So anyway, what else is there to know about this connection right now? I feel like there is a little bit of a ping pong energy between the two of you that your spirit guides want to address. Sometimes there are connections like this where it's like one person is hot and the other person is cold, and then it switches. The other person is hot and the other person is cold. And what I mean by that is like one person is more interested, more attracted, more motivated to get together, and then the other person is just like, not feeling it. And then it switches. You know, it's almost like what the person who was cold warms up and it becomes more interested simply because the other person appears to be disinterested. But it does feel like a little bit of a flip-flop energy like that, where it goes back and forth between the two of you. And is there anything that group one can do about that? Because that's always a strange energy to get into with someone. We have the Two of Cups. Like, even when there is a flip-flop, your spirit guides do want to say there is always like a mutual, the two of you are really into each other. I do feel with this Death card, like maybe that's just part of your all's process. Maybe the hot and cold is just part of the process of getting to where you need to be. I think it is in a way, because when we have the Eight of Cups reversed, I think perhaps when the two of you met or got together, the timing was not right. And it's like this hot and cold process allows both of you to let go of something else that you needed to let go of. Like in the beginning, and maybe to some extent even now, both of you had someone, some situation. It could have just been something tough you were going through that made you not really ready for each other. And you have to let go of that other person or other situation or whatever it is that was holding you back more. And it's almost like this hot, cold, flippy floppy is like a ratchet. You know, the ratchet tool, like you twist it this way and then you have to turn it back and then you keep twisting it to sort of tighten a nut or something, or a bolt, I don't know. But it has to go back and forth in order for things to get tighter. And that's what I'm trying to use that as a metaphor here. Like, it's not necessarily negative that the two of you are like going hot and cold back and forth on each other, because that's part of your all's process of slowly getting warmed up to each other, slowly getting closer. What's the likelihood here of them getting together? I don't know. It could be that the whole purpose of you all meeting each other is for you to release something else, or like process some other difficulty that you've had in your life, or some previous ex or something. Because I get the Princess of Swords. Like, this is something about learning. It could even be friendship. Self-esteem, growing your self-esteem, understanding how much value you have, like thinking like, wow, this is a great person, like I must be more of a catch than I thought I was to attract them, or something like that, and vice versa. But I don't know, it just feels to me like even through this ratcheting process, I don't know if the two of you, I don't know if the two of you can ever get to the point where there's no guards, where you both put down your guards and just admit, hey, we both really like each other, because you do. Or like both admit you like each other and just be kind of like calm and settled with it. In any case, there are definitely significant and real authentic feelings here. I'm going to see if there's anything else to say, because I don't know. I mean, to me, this feels like a connection that might be in a little bit of a no man's land for a while. You know, like things can change, right? And this reading is going out to a lot of people, but it just feels like a dynamic that has to kind of shift and change for a while regardless. Yeah, I would say with the Fool card and the Ten of Pentacles, like be open to the idea that maybe eventually you might get together in a significant way and settle down with this person. It's definitely possible. But the Fool card also tells us to kind of be open-minded, generally speaking, and don't put all of our eggs in one basket. Yeah, get out here and live your life. We have the Fool and the Eight of Wands. Don't put all your eggs in one basket with this person, but hopefully at least this reading has given you a little bit more insight into where they're coming from. So with that said, thank you so much for watching Group 1, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. All right, Group 2, you chose this Goddess card, and besties, forgive me and help me out in the comments if I mispronounce, but I'm saying Hsi Wang Mu, or Hsi Wang Mu, perhaps. It says renewal on the bottom. It's a beautiful card. And this is the card that you chose. And we're going to be figuring out, why is your person of interest so distant? Why are they so distant? I feel I don't need to approach it the same way that I did the first one, because I feel here this person genuinely is being distant. They are being distant. Why? Okay. Why are they being distant? Well, I think that both of you are kind of scared, to be honest. You're scared of a good thing. Both of you are scared of a good thing. Why? Because they're the Two of Pentacles. You're the Ten of Swords. The shared energy is the Four of Wands. So it's like you both are kind of like happy about each other. You see that there's the potential for good things. Like the Four of Wands represents like happy milestones, you know, potentially going on dates, like maybe even like leveling it up more than that, right? So you both have experienced good moments with each other, and you perceive that there could be more milestones, more happy milestones to be made, but it's like you're terrified. Both of you are terrified of a good thing happening. That's what I'm getting first of all. And so yeah. So understand, like, a lot of what you are feeling is shared with this person. There's a fear of, you know, it's like a fear of, it's like an uncertainty. Like, I want to know what will happen. And I had the World card coming up with the High Priestess before. It makes me feel like both of you, again, perceive this could be the one that I have it all with. Like, I could really see myself truly happy with this person, but you don't trust it. Neither of you really trusts it. You're all both kind of like, I suspect that they can't really feel that way about me. I suspect that somehow it's gonna get broken, or it's just not gonna work out, or I'm gonna get my heart broken somehow. What does Group 2 need to know most about this connection? think that you are definitely, with the Hierophant, seeing this person as a potential spouse, maybe. You know, definitely someone to have like a traditional relationship with. On their end, we get the Six of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands is reversed. So it's like, I kind of feel like this person in particular is not sure that they have what it takes to succeed in that type of long-term, settled, traditional marriage or, you know, relationship like that. They don't feel that way. And to be honest, I also feel like this is someone who is often drawn to situations specifically that are not going to work. Like they're drawn to situations where having a long-term relationship work is not realistic or something. I feel like. Am I right about that? No, I'm not right. I am right that they doubt they can be successful in a long-term relationship or make that work. I feel like, let's see here. This person wants a long-term relationship with the Ace of Pentacles, but I feel like they have a lot of unresolved, I don't know, it's almost like this person has to date a lot of people or have crushes on a lot of people or something. They have to encounter a lot of people. Maybe it's the fact that they do know so many people, or they have dated so many people, is intimidating to other people. I don't know. I'm going to pause for a moment because I want to make sure I'm telling you the right thing here. Okay, this person that you're asking about, they are either involved with or seeing multiple people. You are not the only person for them. And I'm sorry if you don't want to hear that. Like, I've been in situations where I kind of thought that was happening, and I preferred to be in denial about it and think that I was the only one. But like, they still want to see what's out there. When I pull the card specifically what their energy is towards you, I get the Princess of Wands. They think you're hot. They want to try you out. I mean, that might mean that they want to be sexual with you. It might mean they just want to kind of date or flirt or whatever, but like, it's not, they're not wanting it to be serious. They're just like, hey, I wonder what group 2 is all about. I like getting to know them. They're fun, they're hot, you know, like, I like their energy. When I ask what is this person's energy towards other people, I get the 9 of Wands. I do feel like basically they have the same pattern. They have some sort of pattern that repeats. This is someone who gets around. I was getting that before, and I definitely feel like I'm accurate. Like, they have dated a lot of people. They're someone who gets involved with or crushes a lot on people. Yeah, I feel like this person has a little bit of... because they're sort of unachievable. This is a little bit like rebel without a cause energy. Like, people kind of know this is not someone who settles down. We have the Tower card and the Chariot reversed representing them. People know that, and yet they fall in love. They fall in love with this person who is definitely not in the energy of settling down. And I do feel that this person attracts, let's say that this is a man that you're asking about and you're a woman. I feel like this is a guy who attracts women who tend to look for the wrong kind of guy. So it's kind of like, because we have the Emperor reversed representing you, and I feel like they encounter lots of women like that. You know, and I'm sorry if I've got the genders mixed up, but I do know that most of the people who watch my videos are women seeking men. And I'm just saying, like, whoever you're asking about, whatever their gender is, they tend to attract people who are looking for the wrong. They get attached to Mr. Wrong or Mrs. Wrong over and over and over. And they are Mr. or Ms. Wrong. Right? Because I don't know how else to say it. Like, this person, they're a free spirit. They can love a lot of people, but they're never going to really be the right person for anyone. I just feel like this is not someone who settles down. And part of it is because they know that they wouldn't be successful in that for whatever reason. Why? Because they know, like, if I tried to settle down with someone, I would still keep attracting all of these people. Like, this person attracts so many people. They are just too attractive for their own dang good. And it would create problems for them if they tried to be committed. It would lead probably to cheating or like secrets or, you know, and I feel like this person is like, I don't want to put myself in the position where I have to do that, right? So it's like they're not committing to begin with, because if they did, then it would end up being a cheating type situation or a lying or sneaking around. They don't want to have to sneak around. I feel even like this person may have had that done to them, where someone snuck around on them, and they just prefer, I'm not going to give you false promises. Now, false promises are not the same as false hope, because I think a lot of people who fall for this person do get false hope. You know, this person might not be explicitly saying, hey, I'm going to be your boyfriend or girlfriend and we're going to be monogamous. I don't think they're usually saying that. But they're also allowing people to fall for them and have the illusion that they're the one for this person and that this person is going to choose them and settle down with them. And yeah, this is a free spirit. They're like the wind. You know that song? They're like the wind. They go where like a little tumbleweed. They go where the wind takes them. Well, anyways, the feelings are genuine. I mean, this person just has a big heart and they fall for a lot of people. And a lot of people fall for them. A little bit of that Don Juan energy. Casanova. What's the advice for group 2? We get the Ace of Wands. Like, I mean, if you like this person, like, why not? Go for it. Hit them up. Talk to them. Flirt with them. Do whatever you want. You know, like, initiate some canoodling, you know? Like, if you like their cannoli, canoodle with their cannoli. That was bad. That was really bad. But, I mean, you know, like, with the realization, like, it is what it is. Yeah, but if you want to make a little notch in your bedpost, go for it. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. But you definitely should not allow yourself to fall into that false hope. All right, so I hope that this reading was helpful, group 2. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. All right, group 3, you chose Goddess Nüwa, creation, for your goddess card, and let's go ahead and get into your reading. So we're going to be asking, why is your person so distant? Why are they so distant? Whatever that might mean to you. I am shuffling the cards, which you can probably hear. And I will be holding the cards up for you as I pull them. You have the Hermit and the Fool on the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to ask, I did this with group 1 too, because I felt like I needed to, and I feel like I need to do it with you guys as well. I'm going to ask, how does your person see their energy? You know, because they might not feel that they are being distant, but let's see. Okay. So they're seeing you as the Queen of Wands. They're seeing the shared energy as the Prince of Wands. And they're seeing their energy as the Chariot card. And I'm just going to clarify here. Because to me, the Chariot card indicates that they're really gung-ho about establishing almost like maybe a domestic situation with someone. Like, so I'm asking, is it you? Because this Chariot is like rushing away from you. Even though you're pretty hot, you know. Like, I think with the Prince of Wands as the shared energy, both of you think that the other person is hot. There is a lustful attraction here that is mutual. But when I ask, are they wanting to settle down with you or with someone else? With you, we get the Ace of Pentacles, and if it's someone else, it's the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like there's definitely some sort of competition here. You have competition for this person's interest. And I do feel like they have a chance with you of having that. Maybe it is that this person is more interested in settling down than they are knowing which specific person, right? There's at least one other person that they're also considering settling down with. You are one of them. They do feel like there's good potential here. With this other person, they also feel like there's good potential. And I don't know. So why are they distant? I think that this person is basically still in the process of figuring out who they want to be with. They might be trying to pursue both of you at the same time, which is dividing their energy. I'm not going to lie, because when I ask how are they towards this other person, I get the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like they're investing more in this other person, and they're seeing you as the Hermit. I just have to be honest. It's my integrity as a reader. I feel like this person is keeping you as a back burner, right? Because they do feel like there's potential there. That's the Ace of Pentacles. It could be planted. That even when we compared that card to the card with them, theirs was the Two of Pentacles, which means they've already planted the seed and they're trying to see where it's going. They've invested more in this other person than they have invested in you, but they don't want to give up on you, because what if it doesn't work out with this other person? So that's what it means to put someone on the back burner. They don't mind letting you be a little bit lonely in this Hermit energy while they do that. So, but I don't think that they are perceiving themselves as being distant. It's just, you know, when they want to talk to you, they talk to you. They do find you to be very hot. So, but they may not be realizing, because they're also invested in and pursuing this other person, they may not realize how that's coming across or how you're experiencing it, right? Because they're just experiencing their own, which is, oh, I'm often interacting with group 3 as well as this other person. Like, they're not feeling the loneliness. And unfortunately, a lot of people, including this person, don't really see reality beyond their own perspective and what they're experiencing. So they're not really thinking about how this affects you. That their time is divided. What's the advice to group 2? We have the World card. And we have the Five of Wands. Oops. I think that what your spirit guides are saying is like you are worthy of being someone's number one. You're worthy of someone wanting to compete for your interest, which you already know, but your spirit guides are just reminding you. You are worthy of that. Now, if you want to compete for this person's interest, then that's okay. But you should be doing it from a place of understanding your own worth first. All right? If you really feel like you're in love with this person and it's worth it to you to compete for them, then do it. But you need to be thinking about your worth and what you really want to build in your own life and who you can really build that with. Is it this person? Is it not? I mean, you know, for some of you, it will be one answer. For some of you, it'll be a different answer. Anything else that group 3 needs to understand about this situation? For one thing, I do feel like you need to figure out how not to feel alone. We have the Hermit reversed, Prince of Swords, Two of Pentacles reversed. Is your pathway to not being alone to wait until they decide to go pick up you as the back burner? Are you waiting until things don't work out between them and this other person, and then you're going to be there? Because I feel like your spirit guides are saying that is not a great plan. Just because this person is treating you like a back burner doesn't mean that you should agree with them and like fall into line of that, of, well, I'll just wait around till things don't work out and then they'll come back to me as the back burner. Why is that not a good idea? We have the 9 of Wands reversed and the 10 of Swords. I kind of feel like it's almost like a denial of the reality of what's going on. Like if you did that, it would be you really kind of being in denial of how tenuous this attachment or connection is to begin with. So anyways, do what you want with that information. This is not, I should have known going into it, a topic about someone being distant was probably not going to end up having rosy, wonderful information for people, but this is what it is, you know. I hope that at least it's helpful. That's the spirit in which I'm doing this reading, is to provide helpful assistance. So in any case, thank you guys so much for watching. If you need a personal reading, the information is below, and I'll see you later. Bye.